Hey guys, what's up? It's KlaireeBerry. I am here today to bring to you the Scorpio reading for the week. We're going to do it's Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascendant, North Node, South Node, Mars, Venus, what else? Cusps and cross watchers. Or if you're just inclined to come to this video, welcome. I'm sure you can get something out of it regardless. The time, I might say this or that time, but if you're watching it later on, don't worry about that. You're drawn to it for a reason. Always believe everything for a reason. It's part of our manifestation that we I feel like we have to believe that. It makes things a lot better for me, I can tell you that. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in here. Again, it is Scorpio season. We're in Scorpio moon and still in Scorpio sun, and we're still in Scorpio moon for another like 20 minutes or something. So by the time this is posted, we'll probably be out of the Scorpio moon, but we're going into Sagittarius moon after that. And we still have a lot of elements in Scorpio as well. So very still much Scorpio time. Happy birthday to all of the Scorpios. Scorpio season is here and it's exciting. It's an exciting time. Okay, so let's jump right in. We're going to take some overlying energy, okay, for our Scorpios, and then we're going to take some oracle cards. We got our angel oracles, our moon oracles, and our animal oracles. Okay, just gonna jump right in again. Make sure and shuffle real well on these. Gotta get the shuffle going on. Prioritize. Focus on your highest priorities. It will help you get organized and motivated. I feel like that's always a good thing to do. Sorry, it's pretty dark in here today. Might not get as much focus, but that's kind of like, I feel like when it doesn't focus, remember, everything happens for a reason. So it's not focusing for a reason to tell us that we're out of focus. Just a little bit out of focus, maybe. Okay. Take it as it resonates. And again, if you're cross watching, just keep in mind that this can be, flipped energy. So I may be talking to you and, you may perceive it in a flipped version of where I'm actually would be talking to the partner. You know what I mean. So take it as it resonates. Ditch what doesn't. I hope you guys are having a great Scorpio season so far. I really do. Scorpio is always fun. And I mean, it's always fun to go through your own sun sign. Blue Heron, make a stand for what you believe in. Such a Scorpio card. And do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Again, always good advice. I'm just feeling like especially Scorpio-esque advice right now. Okay, I feel like Scorpios would never have a problem with that, but that, even though we're, we all have we all have all the aspects basically in our chart somewhere. So, even if you feel like you're the most strongest person in some ways, you may not feel that way all across the board. Or if you're the most strongest, always standing up for what you believe in, most of the time, but then, certain times out of the year or whatever, you may not be it may not come as natural, so you never know. You got to stay open. Okay. So let's see what we got here for our moon card. Ooh, full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Alrighty. Okay. So for our little teeny tiny cards, we got the 8 of Swords, we got a reverse Tower, and we got the Wheel. Okay. So it's very important. Whenever we had our Tower moment, it's very important to start this new beginning. A lot of the readings that I've been doing lately have had that kind of outcome, and it's usually some kind of a swords energy that is the predecessor to the Tower moment. Okay, and that makes so much sense because towers are about building. You're building too high. You're building too soon. You're building on an uncertain foundation. Okay, it's not that you're never going to get to build that high. It's not that you're never going to get to, elevate. It's just that there's something that's blocking us right now. Okay, so our 8 of Swords energy. See what we got here. This is, a little bit different sometimes than some of the other decks. We've got a very passionate being here that is sort of helping this other guy. Wow, this is very interesting for Scorpio. It's almost like our purity's taken a hit. We feel like if maybe we feel like we're not as pure as we should be, but we're passionate. We want to be clean. We want to be pure. Okay? I'm feeling like there's a blockage inside of you, or again, maybe your person, okay, where you may not feel like you're that good of a person right now, or that something you did, that was bad. But through the processes that we need to go through, you're kind of like checking in with that inner child, that pure child. That's what this is. The inner child might feel some shame. There might have been some type of trauma, or, and I say trauma, and I don't want you to think that has to be all the way to like physical sexual abuse, but it can be like a spectrum. I mean, even words, mommy telling you, this and that, you're a bad girl, whatever, that could be very traumatic for a young child. We all handle things differently. So there's definitely been some trauma here that has set us up. And this has caused a lot of issues in your life. I want you to be very honest and look at your tower moments and feel that pain that you felt in your tower moment, and then think back to when you first felt that pain, okay? That emotion, whatever it is. Because this is saying you need to get passionate about checking in on your inner child, on that pure little child, and let them know, again, it could be guilt, it could be shame. You could just be flat out mad at yourself, for something that you did, something that you didn't do. This is what it's coming up very clear, okay? So, and I think this is also saying, as far as this goes with our priority here, we need to prioritize this healing, prioritize inner child healing right now, okay? Because the tower moment, it almost feels like it's eternal. This is look at this tower moment. This is like, where did it begin? Where does it end? We feel like we were just falling and there's no end in sight. Not saying that we always feel like that, but sometimes in the right light, that's what it feels like sometimes. Okay? And the wheel at the end is the hope, that shows us, yes, hell yeah, we can fix this. We can get beyond this. And this is the way to do it. Okay? This is the way to do it. Look at the inner child there. The angel. See, we are angels. We're all angels. We're all going to return to angels. This is called enlightenment. This is called the rainbow children. Okay? This is like a peace and a growth and a healing. And see, as she's looking at her inner child, right? And she is focusing on it, and she's weaving her little wreath, her little web, her crown, whatever, of healing. Okay, and she's passionate about it because she's sitting on a red chair. So it's her action. She's passionate about doing it. Okay, she's focused on it, and then that's how the greater wheel here is being weaved. So you are a part of something greater. You are not just healing yourself for yourself, although of course, when we're in pain and when we want our twin flames and we want this or that, we're trying to manifest positive things in our life for ourselves. That's what we can see. But even past that, your healing is going to help others. You're special. You're divine. And you're here for a reason. And I'm going to help you. Okay? And you're going to help me. We're all in this together. Again, what's good for you, it's like that mutual symbiotic relationship. Okay? So, do what's right, no matter what. Even if you think other people want you to do this and this and that, right now, you got to prioritize. You got to focus on yourself. Okay? That's what this is talking about. Don't let pride get in your way. Don't let fear get in your way. Don't let anything get in your way. This is about you. Okay, Scorpio? It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Focus on your dang self. Okay? Don't let anybody throw you off right now, because this is going to help. When we get ourselves in alignment, it helps everything. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Real deal. Here we go. Now I'm going to try to shorten down these readings. Eventually I might start offering extended readings, but for now they've been long enough, even though I'm shortening them down, and they're getting more potent and they're getting more precise is what kind of my goal is here. Okay? So we are very much, I think, wanting to kind of cut to the chase, get what we want. It's almost like we know we're divine and damn it, we deserve everything right now, okay? And we can't be like that over, desperate energy wanting to eventually push stuff away, okay? But the fact that you're feeling it, the fact that you feel like it's that close really does show that it is close for you, that this is on your mind, that this is something that is attainable for you. Feeling this happiness in your relationship, in your family, with all your relationships. Just feeling great every day about what you're doing, about life in general, okay? It's here. It's I don't want to say it's right at your fingertips, because again, it does take work to deal with these swords, to deal with these mental structures that we have really allowed ourselves to kind of put into place, or that society has put on us, all this brainwashing, okay? That's what's blocking us from this. But I want you to know it's within your grasp. It's not a dream. It's not a pipe dream. This is something you can get excited about. Again, don't expect everything to change in the blink of an eye the first time you do any shadow work or whatever, or just after, listening to something, or it just happened tomorrow. Okay, it's going to take some focus. It's going to take focus. It's going to take the inner child healing. Like, you need to get my program. Go to KlaireeBerry.com. You can get the program, a very good price. Okay, it's actually technically still up right now as a playlist. So check out the playlist first and see if you can get, go down. You can even scroll past the law of attraction. You can scroll past the shadow work and go straight to the inner child healing if you want, because this is what I'm getting, is that you have either already done work, which may be the case, okay, because you are feeling almost, and this is reversed, so it could be in the future, but I feel like you see it. I feel like you could, it's like almost like at this point, you could almost see everything working out. You know what I mean? And that's great. That's a great place to be. Okay, but again, we need to kind of protect ourselves. We need to get away from this whole, just anything that gets in the way of your happiness and healing, block it out. That's why she's got this great blanket, this great tapestry. She's protecting her purity and her holiness, and she's protecting her inner child. She's protecting her growth and her healing. And she's doing shadow work too. It may not just be the inner child healing, because they're very much, I don't recommend, if you don't know much about shadow work, I don't recommend necessarily skipping that. I really do, it all goes together. But so we have the 10 of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Cups. And then again, we have this lovely 9 of Swords in reversed. Okay, so this is very important. Again, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, how different are they? How different are they? Okay, daggers in your life. Okay, we can pretend, we can do just positive thinking and expect that it's going to change our life. And yes, it's going to help. Just positive thinking is better than just continuing on with your negative thinking. I'm not talking smack on The Secret or, the regular law of attraction. We just have to take it to the next level. Okay. So yeah, we got the 8 of Swords, we got the 9 of Swords, and we got the 10 of Swords. So what's happening, I feel like there might be some back and forth. There might be some naivety. Anyway. You know what I'm trying to say. I always say naivety, but that's not right either. Naiveness. You might be somewhat naive at some points, and everything's great, and then you fail to protect yourself, you fail to do the work, and so then you slip back into these negative thinkings, and these negative thoughts, and it may not just be a random thought, you know what I mean? It's a way of thinking. It's perceptions, it's beliefs, it's what you expect from the world. Okay, and that's why you can't shake this, no matter how much positive thinking you're doing here, and no matter, and even if you've done a little bit of work so far, I'm very proud of you if you're doing any work so far. If you've done any inner child healing on your trauma, seriously, that shit can be difficult. So congratulations, keep it up, because you're not going to get rid of all of these negative thoughts and don't feel bad for these. Don't feel like, oh, why did I do, it's like we're re-traumatizing ourselves just because we're like, why did we do this? Why do we think this way? Or it's like, just in The Secret, they even talk about that. Like you're putting yourself down because you're thinking negative thoughts. You don't do that. You just let them float by and then replace them with positive thoughts. But that's not deep enough, okay? We actually have to go out and pluck these out, okay? And I'm sorry, but this is very important for you right now. This was in reversed, okay? You can put it off if you want, but you're going to have to do it eventually, okay? And you're going to have to pluck these out. If you want to get up, if you want to go up, deeper and higher, etc., you got to pull them out. You got to pluck them out like little weeds, okay? It's not all in your head, but it is. The paradoxes, you know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like, again, I can feel that you've been positive thinking. I can feel it. I can pretty much bet you've watched The Secret, read the book, maybe even, follow them on Twitter or whatever, like do the mantras on Instagram. You're trying, and that's great. You just need more knowledge, and that is what is in my program. And you've got to not only learn, but you've got to do the work, because that's what's going to actually, again, take these mothers out. That's what's going to pull them out and stop the bleeding, okay? I have a couple of different analogies with it, and it's like, yeah, there's these old wounds that have hurt us. We don't even know that they've hurt us. They've left a scar. Like maybe, I guess in this analogy, these are pulled out, but you have yours it's infected. Like these old wounds are infected and they didn't heal right. That's what all of these are, each and every one of them. And I could count up how many we have here, but we've got a lot, and we all do. We all have these because social conditioning, just the way that traumas and dysfunction is passed down in families. We have a tendency to, especially in this day and age, in this society, cover shit up, self-medicate. Don't stop and be with your thoughts for 5 seconds. Who knows what's going to happen, and it's like the males especially are just denied from any sort of feeling their feelings and expressing their feelings, so they don't, and us, I say us females, I don't know if you're a male or a female, but usually the people who are watching these videos are more on the feminine, side as far as the actual energy, not necessarily gender body, but, we all need help, and with you and your twin flame too, they need help. They need help to pull their stuff out just as much as we do. And that may be why there's two, because we have the female and we have the male, and they're going through the same freaking thing. Okay? So by you dealing with this, okay? See, this is the thing. You came here because you want this. Of course, everybody wants this deep down, right? Okay? So then you go within, you do this inner child healing. You start to pull these out. Okay, you start to turn them off, throw them away, get them out of there, replace them again with something new, and then your partner's going to start to do that as well. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, and we've got again the 6 of Pentacles, which I got on a different deck earlier, was not in reverse, but I still think it's interesting. And again, I don't really do anything crazy with reversals. I just think it's extra, or it's in the future. So after you do this work, after you do the shadow work and the inner child healing, you're going to be able to have a balance. And I'm feeling this, usually it's different for me, but I'm feeling this as more of a balance give and take with you and your person. I'm feeling like right now you may feel a little bit closed off. You may feel a little bit separated from your twin flame right now. Okay, it's kind of like that wishing energy, like, oh, you've got this passion, but you got to focus on yourself. And I'm feeling like the passion is it's going to balance out for you guys, okay? And your partner's going to really start to reciprocate their feelings and start to kind of understand their feelings better after some of this healing is going through. Because again, all these swords, all these negative expectations, thoughts, and beliefs why does everything happen to me? And I can try to verbalize it and say what the thoughts might possibly be, but a lot of times these aren't even actual conscious thoughts that we think. So you may sit there and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, Claire. I don't have any thoughts that I tell myself on a daily basis. Well, yeah, we do. We actually, like 99% of our thoughts, thousands, tens of thousands of thoughts, about 100,000 thoughts every single day. And most of them, the vast majority, are completely negative, whether you're conscious of it or not, because the vast majority of our thoughts is not conscious. So, and again, same thing for your partner. But they still get us in trouble. They still block this, okay? They still cause these, okay? And I think, I don't want to be like, oh, as a Scorpio, you're very familiar with this, because no, we all are very familiar with tower moments, okay? And you deserve happiness just like anybody else. And you are, again, just as pure, on the inside as anybody else. It doesn't matter how dirty you feel like you get. It's like it's like that charcoal that turns into a diamond. It doesn't matter. There's nobody that's going to be lost. Everybody's going to get to the finish line. Everybody is going to get, to this angelic enlightenment and even heaven on earth, I believe, honestly. And that's why I think you're here. You're here because you know that. You're here because you want to work on yourself. You want to get better, and you want to make the world, deep down, even if you don't think about it very much, you want to make the world a better place. Okay, so we've got to prioritize this. This is also, I think this is the balance between you and your person, but it is also the balance between the different sides of yourself. Okay, so you have positive, negative, you have masculine, feminine, you have strong and weak, good and bad. All of these things we have to balance out. You have to know you are not a bad person, okay? And I feel like you're going to be surprised. Okay, I feel like you are going to be happy beyond your wildest dreams. Okay, you think this is the end, but this is the beginning. This is what you want. This is what you're holding in your mind. This is what you're working for. Okay, and what you even may feel like you have sometimes. Okay, but you deserve that all the time, because you, again, are powerful, and you are divine, and you are here to help others. You are here to help. And anything that is placed in your heart that you really, truly, passionately want, it's already yours. It's there for a reason. There are no coincidences, okay? So just keep on trusting. Keep on going. Keep on staying passionate about your healing and about your growth, and just watch these milestones go by and watch your life come together. And you'll be leaving things behind, perhaps jobs, perhaps, feeling good about this and that. I feel like, the joys that we have right now, what makes you happy now? Not to say that you have to let go of it right now, but you may end up letting it go in the future for something even better. Okay? Again, whether it's a job, whether it's just these different hobbies, that's the thing. Don't limit yourself. Don't feel like you are your likes right now. People are like, I always think of veganism when I talk about this, and I know not everybody that watches my channel is vegan, but it's the same thing, and this is how it comes across for me, because I am vegan. I've been talking about veganism forever, so bear with me here. It's just a concept, but it's like, well, let's use drinking, since that's traditions. Okay, it's a little bit more neutral, I guess I should say, as I'm wearing my vegan shirt. So anyway, traditions. We think, these traditions, we have to eat meat, we have to drink, or eat a bunch of, GMO, slave labor made candy on every holiday, as Halloween's 2 days away. Very applicable here. And it's like, once you keep evolving and you get healthier and healthier or whatever, it's like, you realize you don't need to get drunk every single holiday. You don't need to eat like a shit ton of disgusting foods that are horrible for you every single holiday. Okay? You don't need to do this. Okay? So you think that's what life was about. This and that, and it's like, no, that's not what it's about. And you can have even better time if you're feeling better, if you're, and so things are going to change, things are going to shift. And I just want you to kind of stay open. As you're staying open to all your blessings, just know that it might not look exactly like you think. Some goals, some ideas, some visions and expectations that you have for your life might change when you're doing all of this personal growth. Okay? Because again, it's going to be like coming into this situation where you're not just wanting things for yourself, and you may not have realized, what an awesome, giving, loving earth. Yeah, I was about to say earth shattering. No. Oh gosh. Earth changing like person that you are. Okay. That's why you need to really give to yourself right now. Put yourself first. Be ready to receive. Okay. And it's kind of, again, protecting yourself, protecting your emotions. So if you're having anything come up that is making you unhappy, back away slowly, or better yet, turn around and run, because you are worth so much more than having to deal with any of that crap. Okay? You don't have to deal with any harassment. You don't have to deal with any bullshit. Just don't even give it any attention, because what you focus on flourishes. Okay? And sometimes it's easy to get sucked into drama, but you have way too much going on to even get sucked in by any of that. Okay? So don't let anybody, your pride, you don't have to prove yourself to anybody, because you're going up. You're going up. You have work to do. Okay? So focus on this work, because the shadow work is your job right now. Okay? And you got to get in there and do it. You got to do the work. Okay? So again, you can go to my playlist. I mean, you could search shadow work, but I'm not sure if it's going to be this holistic type of thing that I'm doing. I didn't really get my shadow work from anybody else, so I don't know what's out there if you Google shadow work, but I'm saying that, again, check out my playlist or go to KlaireeBerry.com. You can also join my Patreon. You can join my direct coaching club on Facebook. You can have personal readings. It's all at KlaireeBerry.com. Also in the description box below. You can figure that out. So stand tall. Hold your head high, because you are divine, amazing goddess or little demigod. I don't know why I always say little. Relatively little. But yeah, you're an angel. What's the male version of angel? Is still angel? I think it's still angel. I'll just say angel. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. So again, I'm feeling like this protective energy and this prioritization. So you may have to push other things to the side and focus on your healing first. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it hit home for you. I just cannot stress enough how beautiful, wonderful, very, very necessary that you are. So please take this seriously and have fun with it. Okay? Again, we're moving out of Scorpio moon into Sagittarius moon, and it is kind of upbeat, but it's still truth seeking, getting to the bottom of things, this new vision. Okay? Again, it's about kind of altering our old visions to figure out what we really, really want. Let go of anything that is not fully in alignment with how you feel this future coming on. Okay? Because again, sometimes we have to let go of our old visions in order to make room for what is actually coming that's even better. Okay? We're going to go deeper. We're going to go higher than we even ever knew. Heaven on earth, baby. Okay? Much love, many blessings. Find me all over social media. KlaireeBerry at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest. Love you guys. Thanks for all the support here, the likes, the subscribes, the watches, the shares, all of it. Much love, many blessings. Talk to you soon. Bye.